Is this thing on? Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3. This is ironic. This is like the biggest form of irony, because I literally earlier today made all of my unhinged videos private, and now here I am creating an unhinged video. How unhinged of me, quite literally, how unhinged of me. I love that. I love it. 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 Okay, so I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here because I am in the most peaceful, like literally the most peaceful. It's so dark, and it's gonna continue to get dark. I'm not gonna cut on any lights, so that's okay. Low-key, this is supposed to be like a podcast anyway, so clock in, tap in. Anyways, I am like literally in the most peaceful existence that I've ever had in my life, right? And it has come after such like turbulence, whatever the chaos, whatever the opposite of peace is, right? This peaceful time has come after such a period of its antithesis of its opposite. I'm trying to sound smart. Because I am smart, but like all this peace has just left me with so much space, because there's nothing to worry about. I literally have nothing in the world to worry about. I literally am living in like genuine peace, like with no worry. And now I have all this space, right? And I'm realizing, I've realized, it's come to my attention, the past month has revealed to me that even though I am in the most peaceful place in my entire life, and I am living and loving every second of it, and I'm facing life head on. Don't worry, I'm not finding peace and bliss from ignorance. Like, no, I'm facing my whole life head on. I'm fully aware of what's going on in my life and around my life. I'm fully aware of my part in it and what I have to continue to do, and the part that I've already played. Like, I'm fully aware. Like, please don't misunderstand my peace, and my acknowledgement of my peace is like, oh, she just is not paying attention to her life, so she, ignorance is like, no, because when I was not at peace then. Like, when I was, ignoring my life and not facing it head on, I was not in peace. My spirit did not know peace, and it shouldn't know peace, right? I shouldn't know peace in chaos, right? It's fucking chaos, right? I should not know, I should not find peace in that place, because if I were to have found peace in that place, I would have stayed in that place, and I never would have gotten out of, some situations, and I never would have gotten into some situations. So, yeah, no, I'm facing life head on, and I still have this peace. I'm still experiencing great peace. And like I said, this past month has had me realize that I am addicted to anxiety. I am addicted to worry. I am addicted to fear. I am addicted to it. It sends a rush. I'm addicted to that like rush of like, oh my god, that like fight or flight, cutting on. I'm addicted to that. And I want to go even deeper. I don't want to be like, I'm addicted to. I'm used to it, right? It was my norm for so long. It was how I had, thought I had to live. It was how I was living, and here we go, peaceful yawn. Look at that. You've been just talking about it. You can feel it. You can sense it. But like, just I'm just so used to that, and now that that's gone, thank God. Praise God for real. Now that that's gone, I don't. I'm like, what do I what do I do now? What do I feel now? What is here? And I think that's really important. And I even want to this so it's like a partial thought that came to me earlier. I'm gonna see if we can finish it together. But it was like the thought of like right before you step into your new life, or right before you jump, or right before that thing that that thing comes in, like right before that big change happens, that like your old self tries to hold on. It tries to hold on for dear life, and it literally becomes like a UVU battle, 1v1. It becomes like very, 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 very personal. It becomes very, very, very intentional. It becomes very, very, very difficult, I think. Right? Because like I said, I'm the most peaceful I've ever been in my life, and with that peace, it's come at a cost. I've had to leave a lot of things behind. I've had to let go of a lot of like mindsets and beliefs and thoughts that just literally were not serving me, as we can tell, right? They're trying to come back, but and so it's like a lot of those thoughts are kind of just popping up, viciously, even more viciously than they ever had before. And I'm literally having to spend so much power and time like putting those thoughts down. But I think that's like the point, right? The point is kind of like I'm at this place where I have a choice, where I know better. I now know better, so now I have to choose better. And choosing better isn't going to be easy all of the time. I'm not going to make it easy. It's not going to be easy all the time. But sometimes it will be easy. Like choosing better, it will be easy. And I think like the more I go through this, the easier it's going to become. The more aware I am of it, the easier it is going to be, because I've already done these hard parts. But it is 100% like, whew, man, these thoughts pop up with the vicious. And I think once again I think that's the point, right? Because I've been thinking these thoughts, they've been fed to me, I've been feeding them to myself for years, and now those thoughts are no longer serving me, so I have to feed me something else. And it's so interesting, because I didn't even notice. But now that I can like look back, hindsight, I can see it. But in the moment, it was such a gradual like falling back into old thought patterns, falling back into old thought beliefs, like just falling back into shit without questioning it, right? Because like I said, like it was the norm. It's what I used to think. So why wouldn't it, just come to me so easily, right? Why wouldn't it just keep feeding me so easily? And then why wouldn't I keep feeding on it so easily? Because that's just what it was. But now I realized that like, no, anytime any of those thoughts come up, I have to like halt, stop. You may not enter, go no further, do not pass go, straight to jail, my nigga. Like you have absolutely no right being in this headspace right now. This is VIP, baby, and you can't even get through the door. Like, let's be so for real. This is penthouse views up here, baby, and you can't even walk on my street. Like, that's how fucking serious it is. That's how much of a big difference it is. And it's just like, I have to be more mindful and more cognizant and more intentional about the thoughts that I have and the thoughts that I allow to stay in my head, so that way I don't get drugged down. And it's funny because my girl was like, yeah, if you have these negative, not about this specific situation, we haven't talked about this one yet, but just like in general, before this has popped up before, just like my mindset, the negativity that I carry occasionally. And she was like, if you keep it like bottled up in you, or you don't let it out, like it's gonna manifest in different ways. And buddy, let me tell you, it did. It straight up did. It manifested in a crazy way, and by the grace of God, like I made it through, I made it out. But like I realized like I was bringing all of that into fruition. And then I had that shift, finally, thank God, that shift, that like, if I can think negative things into fruition that easily within a span of a few weeks, really, I think it was maybe like 2-3 weeks, 3-4 weeks of me just like thinking all this negative, maybe it might have been longer, IDK, but it doesn't matter. Like, if I could think this negative thing into fruition, imagine, just take a second to imagine what positive things I could bring into fruition just by ruminating on positive things, just by ruminating on what I want to see, just on ruminating, what happens if I keep on perpetuating that? What then? And so here I am on my upward spiral. Yay, that's what we're gonna call this, the upward spiral. Come in, get it. What is it? Get in, stupid. We're going shopping or whatever, right? Like, get in. We're going on an upward spiral, bitch. Fuck yeah. I've had enough downward spirals. If I'm gonna spiral, because I am gonna spiral, I think it's just a part of my nature just to spiral. But if I'm gonna spiral, I'm gonna at least spiral up like a fucking unicorn, bro. I'm spiraling. There's no need for me to spiral down. I've reached my it's over. I've done that. I've done it. I've seen it. It has not changed. It will not change. I don't need to go back to know that. I'm done. It's done. It's over. So now it's just, I have to go up, 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 up. Or I've been on my upward spiral, and I just have to keep on going up and keep on getting my higher highs and my higher lows for real. So that way I can continue living, the beautiful, beautiful life that I've designed and I've co-created with God and the universe. Hey, man, like, let's be so for real. Like, I've done it. So let's sit in it. Let's be in it. Let's keep freaking going, dude. But yeah, and also I believe that, like, the space that's been left through, that's been created with my peaceful life, that's been left by me, eradicating thoughts, beliefs, objects, things, like the space that's left, I truly believe that something better and something more aligned with who I am is going to come in and fill those spaces. Like, I 100% believe that. Or I just believe that space is just going to be there for me to kind of like rest in when the other things come, right? Because I'm working on things, right? And I'm bringing things in. I'm calling things in, positive things, like high vibrational things, things that are gonna help benefit me and help make my life better, not worse. Like, I'm calling those things in, and I know they're gonna come in. So maybe like, I know they're gonna come in, and I know it's gonna be a lot at a certain point. So maybe like that space is there just for me to go in and just sit in it, sit in that peaceful space. For when all the good busyness comes in, right? Because I'm calling that in. When all the good busyness comes in, at least I have that space to go back into and to rest in and to relax in and to chill in, because I've created it for myself, So either way it goes. And I feel like it'll probably be both. It'll be both filled with the new things that I'm calling in, and it will be both an open, peaceful space for me to rest and relax in. For sure. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that with my heart and my soul. So that makes me happy. Yeah, that makes me very, very, very happy. But yeah, no, I love it. I love getting on here. I'm so happy I got on here, because this is probably the shortest Unhinged I've ever done. But like, that's it. That's the message. That's the one. That's it. It's even if I am addicted to the anxiety, even if I am addicted to those thoughts, my willpower is stronger, and my mind is stronger, and my heart is stronger, and my desire is stronger, and I can and will talk myself out of any of those situations that, any of those thoughts that pop in, right? Any of those easy thoughts that my brain is used to, right? Because that's what it is. It's an easy way. It's a habitual chain, right? What you do by habit is always easier than what you're new at or what you're just now starting, because, it's habitual. Your brain wants it to be easy, so it doesn't have to think as much. So it's just, here's what it is. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. But that's not what it is. Like, stop, no, reroute, stop, redirect, stop, redirect. So, yeah, and I'm really proud of myself. I think yesterday was really one of the biggest days where that, it, like, every freaking second, dude, it kept popping up. I was like, what in the world am I? But also yesterday, it was a day of me doing a bunch of new things that I, like, really enjoyed. So it makes sense that those, it was a bunch of novel experiences. So it makes sense that those thoughts, like, popped up and came in. So, just out here living, learning, and loving, right? 120%. Living, loving, and learning. So, yeah, I'll leave it here. Stay unhinged, beauties. Mwah.